Hello guys, I am Umair Nazim and welcome to the C++ programming series in Let's Code. Well, if you remember, in the previous video, we talked about the operators in C++, but in today's tutorial, we will deal with the conditional statements. But before proceeding to this topic, I want to say that if you haven't watched my previous video, so please watch that video because that video is the basic concept and it is very important. So guys, coming to the today's topic, let's take a look what is if and else and why we use these statements. These are also called the conditional statements, or you can also call them as a if else statements. So guys, the main thing is why we use the if else statement. Well, we use the if else statement whenever we want to put a condition for our user. Suppose that we want to say if the user will enter this value, we will do this part of the program. If it will enter this value, we will do that part of the program. So we specify our code according to the condition that we put in the program. So in this tutorial, I will do an example. Like we will take a number from the user. Let's suppose we will say like if the number is equal to if the number is greater than 5, we will display a message like the number is greater than 5. If it is equal to 5, we will display a message it's exactly equal to 5. And if it is less than 5, then we will display a message to the user like it is less than 5. So here we will use the condition. So for that reason, let's create a variable first, and I can name it as a num, and I will you can say firstly I will initialize the value as a 10. So here I have initialized the number with the value 10, and I will do if statement. So here in these parentheses, now here I have to specify my condition. So I will write that if the number, now inside the number I have placed the value as a 10. So it means that if the 10 is greater than 5, so if the 10 is greater than 5, then it will do something. So in this block of code, I will write my condition that we will execute if this condition is fulfilled. So I will write here cout, and it will print that bigger than 5, and then I will end this one by using end l. But if this part of the code is not fulfilled, it's not true, then what it will do, then it will come to the else block. Then this else block will be executed, and I will write in the else block less than 5, and then I will end it like this. So guys, what will happen here when this part of the code will run? So first it will initialize the number 10 to our it will initialize the value 10 to our number, and then it will come to this part of the code in the if condition first of all. Then it will check if the 10 is greater than 5. If it is greater than 5, then it will execute this part of the code, and then it will not go to the else part. But if the above condition is not fulfilled, then it will come to the else part, and it will not execute the if block, just it will execute this else block here. Now let's test this one. Here I will go to the execute, and I will write here, press this one, compile and run. But before that guys, here I have one mistake, so let's put this one here also, these symbols. Okay, now let's execute this one. So as you can see here, now the value was 10, and now we are getting the message as a bigger than 5. So it means now it is executing this block of the code, this else if statement. Now let's suppose if I write here 4. Now the 4 is less than 5, so it will execute the else block, and let's see. So here as you can see, here it is written as less than 5. But guys, now what will happen like if the number is exactly 5? Because here I have written just for the greater or less than, but now I want to check that like if the number is exactly 5, what will happen? So here it will come the concept of else if. So instead of this one, after this if, I will write here else if, and then I will specify a code of block here. So guys, in the else if, what will happen, if the if condition is not true, then it will come to this else if. So in the else if, I will write here if the number is exactly equal to 5. So if the number is exactly equal to 5, then it will print a message to the user like exactly equal to 5, exactly equal to 5. So I will end it by using like this. So guys, it will come to the if statement. If the if statement is not exactly equal to 5, let's suppose if this one is greater than 5, then it will just execute this if block. It will not come to else if or else. But if it is exactly equal to 5, then it will come to this part here, and then it will execute just this part of the code. It will not go to the else. But if the above two conditions are not fulfilled, then it will come to here in the else block. So I hope that you get this point, and let's execute this one. So here again I have the mistake. So like this. So now let me change the value here to 5. And if I change the value to 5 and execute this one, so now as you can see, it's written here exactly equal to 5. So that is the guys mainly concept of if and if else statement. But one important thing I want to explain here, like if I have written just this if block, if I don't use this else if, or you can say okay, I can use this else, but if I don't specify this else if, then what will happen? Let's suppose if I have written here again if block, I can do it again if block, and then I have written some statement inside this one. So guys, so what will happen when I will execute this part of the program? So first it will check this condition. It will not stop. Let's suppose this condition is true, but it will not stop. Again it will come to this if condition. It will check this condition also. Let's suppose if this condition is okay, then it will stop. It will not come to the else. But if above two conditions are not okay, then it will come to the else part here. So that is very important topic. Like if you want to iterate again and again and specify a condition, then use always if and then else. But if you want that if just check the one condition and then stop it, then use if, and then you can use else if. How many times you want, it is up to you. So with this guys, I hope that this topic is clear to you. If you have any question, you can write me in the comment section, and if you like this video, please subscribe my channel and hit on the like icon.